So, it is the day after Election Day. I did not vote in this Election Day in the I really couldn't give two flying fucks less about any of you fucking humans at this point. I'm so fucking pissed. Okay, so in this one, it's Trump versus Biden. They still haven't announced a president. Didn't fucking matter. I watched 5 minutes of the morning news, just so you're aware. When I first arrived in 1978 on CBS TV station, it was mostly a white weatherman. It was white speakers on the TV programs. And this morning I tuned in, and it is all brown skin. I mean, there's one white guy, maybe two at the most, but it is brown everywhere. That's one. The advertising on the news this morning was for a brown-skinned girl that looked like Donna Mirza, Donnamurza, except darker than Donna. She was driving a Cadillac, Cadillac, with the name King, King, and all the technology. I mean, it had beautiful, gorgeous, hand-sewn leather in it. I mean, she was really pimping. And this is what they're promoting with all of the money they've stolen, the time that they fucking wasted, and the political fucking circuit games that they've been playing for games that I all want them in New York State and around the globe to be rounded up, handcuffed, and executed immediately without fucking question. That is any of the entertainers, any of the sports personnel, any of these venture capitalist idiots. I mean, it is a fucking disgusting colostomy bag circus. Not because of their color, because of the fact that I am a god. I own the lexicon, the Rubicon. I own the Tale of Two Cities. I own the time and space on the way in and the way that it needs to play out for myself. And that if it's not on par, P-A-R, I need it corrected. That's when the lexicon, A-L-E-X-I-C-O-N, came in order to give a second point for one reality understanding as star people to all areas, stupid fucking every color, but mostly brown, after there was a Rodney King, K-I-N-G, he was brown skin, colostomy color, right? He got rammed up the ass with a broomstick and nobody gives a shit. Then there was a, what's her name? GAIL, G-A-I-L, K-I-N-G, another colostomy color woman. She's friends with Oprah and nobody gives a shit. She's on the new CBS news program of What the Fuck Happened in New York. Just for all of you that are not here and don't see the daily broadcast. And these things, like Martin Luther King, another brown colostomy colored K-I-N-G, were way more fucking important for all areas stupid, fucking, and useless in human territory for the last, I don't know, couple of centuries, I'm gonna go with, between the science junkies, the military idiots that want to fly, they want ships, they want guns, they want big nuclear weapons, and then they're afraid, how are we gonna keep the people safe if we get a crazy guy in there, or one of the head cases gets misprogrammed, or we get like an EMP or something. How that gonna work? Oh my God, there might be a reason why the star people, the two, exist in a hole in space and time that they don't want you to know about because you've done this. I mean, literally, I am sitting in shitbag jeans, a sweatshirt, in the dirt, on the side of where I could get Wi-Fi,
in the middle of the fucking day, 42 years into my lexicon Rubicon, tale of two city fucking owners. Also, Gail King could have a announcer spot. Some other black piece of shit who's driving a Cadillac and it says King in the corner as an advertisement so she can be in like Georgia and just really important. And then it is like, where are your fucking priorities, stupid? I am ready to take the science project that is pressurized in like a Coca-Cola can. Yeah. And I'm about to fucking pop the top so you have no more air to breathe. I don't care if you're black, you're white, you want to call yourself Latino, because half of them look like they're Middle Easterners in New York and on TV, just so we're all fucking clear on identity and entity. You are all a lost fucking race, civilization, population, and people in thinking that you fucking matter somehow. You don't. That's an N-E-I-G-H. Nyai. Nai spasiba. Niet spasiba. Duh. But I am not giving you any fucking credit for being anything important, useful, or special. Absolutely fucking not. You got me into this dirt position. I was eating off of plastic spoons with some Air Force, somebody special. I was respectful as all hell, because, again, he was what I call Gail King is a colostomy color, because I got no fucking respect for her. But for him, at Eddie and Rose's wedding, they're sitting in a facility that you have to, it's not like a catering facility where it's like, $1,000 a plate for all you fucking shitbag humans. It was plastic utensils. It was women in their Sunday best with their big hats being a family and celebrating I believe she was like a Hispanic dark color, if I remember correctly. That was Rosa. And Eddie, I don't know what he was. I didn't have, again, they might have said it. It doesn't really, in the grand scheme, it doesn't fucking matter. So, I just want to let you know that these, I call them Hezbollah, because they got like their heads up their Bala ass, and they're like causing Ebola to the good people, bleeding out every orifice just so they could drive a fucking Cadillac and call themselves King as a last fucking name, just to confuse everybody. As the Star people warned, you're not allowed to use that last name. You're just not. Because I have emperors, I have people calling themselves emperors with a fucking fold on their eye, thinking that they're more important than my position as the one white head family member that works with hidden colors, but I'm not calling my hidden tribe people what the fucking colostomy on the surface that caused this to happen. There's a big disrespect line between what fucking caused me to look like this and have to live like this, which is all you shitbags advertising on the fucking front face of everything, you think you're all big and special. Yeah, I fucking noticed. You're loud, proud, and obnoxious about it, and I about had a fucking enough. I'm number one in the white family. Why the fuck am I sitting here? That should really fucking scare you, considering that your color, whatever the fuck you are, whatever entity you call yourself in nobody gives a shit land, when the fucking top of the one planet that you fucking sit and spin on, that has one atmosphere, when I fucking pop that pressurized system, because I had fucking enough of you for leaving me this way, you're all gonna die the same way. And then fall to your death. Doesn't matter what fucking color you were, what fucking company you worked for, how much money you accumulated and nobody gives a shit, how many handbags, how many purses, how many vacations. In fact, funny you should mention that we do tally that up in a separate system to make sure that we never, ever create something as stupid, fucking, and useless as what you have been living in this entire fucking time. We will have a use for it at the end, but not until then. So that's why I don't really mess with, I don't give a shit what fucking color you wake up in, what you call yourself, what you think you're accomplishing. New York is turning a color in my lifespan, and I'm still sitting on the side of the fucking road in dirt. While I have colostomy color hidden tribe members, by the way. Don't think they're all just so like, you know, super great. Running my Rubicon and lexicon system and altering the results to further their political and shitbag colostomy agenda with their speech that is not in line and congruent with anything that all of the other languages need. I mean, you haven't even taught your fucking people English, correct? I'm sitting in New York and nobody knows how to read, write, or speak properly. They don't know what the words mean. I mean, I'm speaking what I call flate, F-L-A-T-E, because if I sat down and had to read every single one of the fucking words that I speak in a transcript, the message into the main organ, into my Rubicon, is totally fucking different, which is why we had to pair it with the lexicon. Because I have to do what is the stupid that I fucking woke up in thinking I mean, because your fucking cognition, like your head's a fucking antenna, stupid. And all that speech where you're like, I'm a king, I'm Gail King, I'm Gail King. Gail, you're not a fucking king, because if you're a fucking king, then the shitbag with the eye-fold problem, who's a fucking psycho crazy guy on a little island, maybe you heard of it in North Korea, I don't know, he's got a lot of weapons and people don't really like him very much, but whatever. So the story goes on the fucking, your people tell me in New York, on the front face of paid advertising, so I don't really fucking believe it, but here we are, and your people paid for it, so maybe you think it's true. He calls himself an emperor and a god. Right, so if you're a king, he's not going to stop calling himself a god and an emperor. It's going to be really hard for foreign relations. You keep like selling that black lie that you matter more than the star goddess that Korea knows, and so does your fucking people, are sitting in fucking dirt, having to explain to your stupid fucking ass where her life went and how you stole every fucking piece of joy, happiness, and everything special just so you could make a name for yourself, and nobody's ever gonna fucking remember you or your people.